Thanks, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Wei Zhou from China Unicom. And today's topic will be presented by four speakers. One is me from China Unicom, and another speaker is Chun Zhang, cloud computing technology chairman. And the third is the Wender from the H3C. And the fourth speaker is Zhou Mingyu from the Bicell. Is a startup company which focuses on the mobile community, mobile communication. And today's topic, I just divided some part. So first, I would like to introduce our trend, but I think the important is our vision about the cloud and our motivation why we initiate the China Cloud Industry Alliance. And finally, we will share some practice from China Unicom, from Nannan Cloud, from the H3C and Bicell. First is the trend. I think it's a common phenomenon. Thanks to the video cloud mobile, this new service increment, the growth rate of the mobile internet traffic is very large in China. And in the first half year of the 2017, the growth rate is 140%. And also, China Unicom is operate a national public internet in China. We call it China 169. And last year, the growth rate is nearly the 50%. And I think thanks to some new technology breakthrough, we call the ABCT, Artificial Intelligence, Big Data, Cloud Computing, and Internet of Things. The ICT technology enter the new era we call the intelligent society. So that means operator not just act as the communication connectivity, we also act as a new role. So, and we will do some transformation on the infrastructure, for example, 5G or optical network and SDN and NFV. And here, I just want to, because the quantitative change to the qualitative change. So it's time to talk about the network intelligence. That means many new services will be expected, not include our operator, but also include the OTT player. So we also have our network transformation plan. We call the Kubernetes 2.0. And besides different from others operators network transformation plan, we thanks the intelligence, thanks the intelligence increment and some new technology breakthrough, many functions can be introduced, and the network not only provide connectivity, but also can be provide capability to our OTT player, our OTT partner. Even our network capability can be integrated by our OTT player partner. So we call it NAS, Network as a Function. This is telecom cloud layer architecture. I think maybe it is similar with China Mobile, but we divided 3 layers by the latency because the different service need different latency, and it will cause the network architecture. So, for example, if the latency is less than 10 ms millisecond, that means the cloud will be located edge. And if the service, the latency of the service is less than 20 millisecond, maybe the service and the related infrastructure will locate the regional DC. And if the latency of the service is less than 50 milliseconds, maybe we can take the infrastructure in our core DC. And we also list the number of the different types of DC. For example, the edge DC may be more than the 100, several thousand. As we know, COD is a central office reference. So in China, China Unicom, we have more than 2,000 the edge central office. So here we list some of the breakthrough point of network transformation. It includes NB-IoT. I think in China, NB-IoT is very popular and introduced in our network. And another is 5G. So we think 5G is the biggest opportunity for our network transformation, and it is also the code application. So we are focused on the M code and pay more attention how to introduce M code in the 5G and in the mobile communication. And different the three-layer architecture. In the 5G, we also introduced the access CU, and in this access CU, we will place some infrastructure to help realize the critical services, such as the automatic drive. For example, because the latency may be less than 1 second, 1 millisecond. And this, I want to share our vision about COD. From the view of how to cost control, maybe COD is a reference access edge. From the view how to launch new service, maybe I think it's not enough. So we think we should enrich some of the vision about COD. We think it's from edge cloud to edge intelligent. And I list some typical use case. One is the mobility management, UE mobility management, because thanks to the intelligent, we can analyze the UE mobility pattern. So we can optimize the paging. So the paging range can be reduced into the cell list, into the JMB list. It will reduce the time. It will improve the experience of our customer. And even it can improve the experience of critical service. For example, the payment, the mobile payment. And another is the steering, the mobile steering, traffic steering. So as we know, some video traffic, we can analyze the service data, which is labeled by label, and analyze the network status and choose the new policy to the traffic steering to improve the service experience. So intelligent just capability, but how to transform this capability and how to push this capability to the new service is our goal, our aim. And we hope the edge cloud as the new service entrance, because China Unicom maybe is different from some other operator, because many OTT player has become our shareholder. For example, the Baidu, the Tencent, the Alibaba. So how to launch new service is our aim. How to launch new service about OTT player, or about our OTT partner player is also our aim about network transformation. So we called it how to realize edge cloud as a service. That means our edge cloud infrastructure can be integrated by our OTT player. That means our OTT player, Baidu and Tencent, who can call in our API, who can integrate our capability. For example, when we give some payment, mobile payment, Alibaba, for example, Alibaba can give some payment service. He can find some service is bad, is error, is not successful, but he don't know why this connection is bad, it doesn't work. For our operator, we know some station, base station can't give the enough capability. And if we can open up the ad cloud capability to our OTT player, who can use this as the training data and get more pattern, get more algorithm to improve the user experience, and more user will choose our OTT partner service to realize the mobile payment. So more traffic will be used by our network. So I think it's a win-win solution. So our aim is, and our vision to the cloud is how to utilize cloud to reach the aim, how to launch new service, how to get new revenue. And also, Wei Qiang from China Mobile mentioned that the gap between the cloud lab trial and large-scale field trial, if it is thought, if the large-scale field trial can be applied, maybe cloud application will be improved and will be certified the feasibility of the, we can say, the telecom classic solution about cloud. But I think why operator? First question is why operator to do the large-scale field trial about cloud? I think different operator has different motivation. For example, this morning, DT said it can use cloud as the cost control model. So it has motivation to push the industry, push the large scale field trial, because it want to use the cloud to get the cost control. But for the China Unicom, we hope utilize cloud to help us to get a new service. So if cloud can certify, it can bring new service, new revenue. Why not? I think many operator will very keen to push the field trial. So how to foster new service, how to gain the revenue is our aim. And I think if we want to carry out a large-scale application, first is the ecosystem. So many partners can help, many partners can join in. So that's why we initiate the China Cloud Industry Alliance. And also we think how to help the alliance and how to help a cloud ecosystem matured platform is necessary. So first, we need to solve a problem. What type of technology will be adopted? One is open source, another is closed source. Closed source have advantage. For example, vendor can push much power to help to realize the solution, but it also has the disadvantage, as we know. And open source, we think two factors are more important. One is the ecological advantage. It helps to form ecological environment quickly. And another is the willingness to disrupt. Because the new service, the new high-value service usually need a disruption technology. So based on this reason, we choose the open source. And also, in addition, we hope based on the open source version, not based on open source component, because open source version will help to integrate the different solution because it has the same base. As we know, the OpenStack community development, many partner, many company, many startup company use the OpenStack based on the OpenStack version, not OpenStack the component. So, and as we know in China, some bank, the huge bank has adopted OpenStack to management his resource. So I think based on open source version will a better choice for China Unicom because our own the aim. And based on these reasons, first we launch China Code Industry Alliance, and we also set up another alliance we call the China Unicom Industry Internet Alliance because it is related how to use, how to utilize, or how to apply the code. First, the scenario. What's the first scenario about how to use the code and other disruptive technology? Industrial Internet may be a best choice. So we also set up China Unicom Industry Internet Alliance. I think the China Unicom Industry Internet Alliance is set up at the 2015, and the China Code Industry Alliance is set up at the last year. And I have mentioned the platform is necessary to organize ecological environment. So China Unicom has set up an environment we call the Kubernetes integrated environment. First is telecom cloud platform across one. That means we have set up 3 quad pod in different cities. 2 are located in Beijing, and another is located Zhengzhou, another city in China. And we can connect it by internet and by our private VPN. So we can provide 2 ways to connect the different quad pod. And another is we think this environment as the incubation platform. As I have mentioned, how to launch new service is our aim. So incubation is very important for us. So we think this platform as the incubation platform and how to utilize it to incubate the service, new service is our first aim. And you can see this figure is describe the architecture about our platform. Besides the NFVI and the microservice and the capability opening and the orchestrator, this function, besides this function, we also will include some AI framework integration, and we also provide some interface to service app store 2I, 2B. This 2I just means to internet, to OTT player. 2B just to the enterprise service. And it also causes some change about the maintenance and the operation, the network operation. So we also provide the operation app store 2I and 2B. And also, we have China Unicom have initiated a new brigade we call the Network Capability Opening based on PCC enhancement. And we have submit this new brigade proposal to the UCSD. And I am also a member of UCSD, and I hope many partners can join it. Why we initial this brigade? Because I have mentioned we want to launch more service, and we want to launch more capability to our OTT partner player. And this also can be divided two phases. Phase one is network capability opening, and network automation deployment will be realized with enhanced our PCC. As we know, China Unicom is play very important role in 3GPP standardization. We have set up many project about enhancement PCC and finished this work. We hope to combine standardization work and open source. So we choose how to enhancement the PCC and how to realize the 3GPP TS technology specification by the open source. I think this specification has flows in the R15 version. And phase two is more related feature will be realized with context mining, with information exposure across technical domains. I think AT&T has proposed about the text mining in the R16 version in 3GPP. We also hope to combine this work between the standardization, 3GPP standardization, and the open source. Yeah. And this is certification platform. So as we know, if some service can be launched, first we have a device to support this new service. And before launch this service, we need to do the certification and the integration. This integration is very important because all the function can be realized by software. That means we need the integration and the certification. The certification include two aspects. One is device, include a white box, and another is include how to integration different vendor, different devices from a vendor. So this is our platform in our lab. And also, we also have do some network transformation to launch new service, especially for the enterprise. We have divided three parts. One is virtual CPE. It uses the overlay solution, and we have launched this new service with our partner H3C, and I think our partner will give more details about it. And another is SDN IP. We have give the finance. We have give the SDN IP service for the large enterprise, because in China, some large enterprise have many branch in different city. So it can be used the SDN IP to organize this different branch and with the low cost. Yeah. The third is TSDN. TSDN now has applied. It uses the SDN technology and to provide the service to the financial customer. It can reduce the latency. It can provide the best path for our financial customer. It's more detail about VCPE. We can say the this one-step. This is a one-step solution of the networking. You can get networking, communication, and cloud access at use the same equipment. And the SDN IP, as I mentioned, it help the enterprise service and improve the experience. And the TSDN, we can get the ultra low latency, and it also bring high intelligence. I have mentioned because it can help get the optimized the path routing, and it also can provide bandwidth on demand. Also, we would like to introduce our new work about the NB-IoT based on the virtual EPC, uses the SDN, and the NFV uses some more the open source technology. Because as we know, China Unicom has set up a dedicated NFV-based core network for NB-IoT, and we realized the first phase. Phase one. That means the first large-scale commercial NFV deployment at China Unicom has begun. I think it's ecological presentation. So that's our China Unicom's practice and our will about cloud. So let's welcome our partner from the Nannan Cloud, cloud computing technology, the chairman, Zhang Chun.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So I'll make my talk short. China Unicom and China Mobile probably bears no introduction. I will give a very short introduction of 99 Cloud. We're basically built private clouds, use OpenStack technologies. We provide products and services. Our customers include Fortune 1 and 2 companies such as Walmart, State Grid, China Telecom, China Unicom are also our customers. We also have financial institutions such as Central Bank of China as our customer as well. So, but we are pretty new to the core communities. We're here to learn from you and solicit some feedbacks. My tech team mainly at this point are in Sydney attending the OpenStack Summit, but they gave me the slides outline 3 areas we can contribute to the core communities. And please let me know if we are on the right track and if we should allocate resources for those. As we learned from the OpenStack communities, like deployment is the first thing people need. And if you want to go to production, deployment, upgrade, easy maintenance is very important. So that's one thing we want to do is to leverage OpenStack Cola project, where we can containerize all the OpenStack components and deploy it as Docker images. We also noticed, like in the standard deployment in core now, like the OpenStack, all the components are not in the HA format, so we want to also deploy it in high availability fashions. So that's one thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is to connect OpenStack Neutron with ONOS. Currently, OpenStack uses ODL as the default controllers. So we want to upgrade Neutron's drivers for the ONOS controllers. And I have a question, like in the 4.3 release, does anybody know which version of OpenStack we're using here?
4.0 release of POD?
Yeah.
Anyone here who can answer the question?
Anybody knows, like which version of OpenStack? From what I heard, it's pretty like a pretty old version. But we want to upgrade it to at least to OpenStack O. The latest is the version P, right? So. And the third one we want to do is to integrate the orchestration XOS with a project in OpenStack called Tagger. So we don't want to reinvent the wheels because Tagger has already like lots of orchestrations done for orchestrating the VNFI layers. So we want to see if the XOS can leverage those things we already built in OpenStack. So those are the 3 areas we think we can contribute to the communities. initially. So let us know if we are on the right track again. Now I will pass the phones to another member of ours, H3C. Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm from New H3C Group. My name is Zheng Sheng. Maybe before my presentation, I want to introduce my company simply. H3C is a first-tier member. First of all, H3C is a first-tier member joining in CCIA in December 2016. And we dedicated to the construction and the promotion of code deployment in China market. We have participated in the Code China Summit and Code Test seminar over the past year. And secondly, as an ONF member, innovative member since 2013, we have over 23 products already passed the ONF OpenFlow conformant certification. Yeah. And meanwhile, as a pioneer in SDN and NFV in China, we have over 200 DC native, SDN native DC use cases in China market. Okay, let's return to CORD. CORD is a very, very imperative worldwide. So service providers are urgent to reduce their CapEx and OpEx and bring cloud economies and economies and agility, and provide more new value-added service to their customers. And as we know, BRAS performs a wide variety of network functions. And in China, BRAS service is widely deployed in the central office in China. So in our point of view, to deploy the BRAS service virtualization in telco central office is a very good idea in China. So here comes our two practice. First one is in Jiangsu province. There are about 1.2 million terminals generating high concurrent flows, such as ITMS or Wi-Fi, such as this service. They have concurrent flows, so usually they cost huge hardware resource in BRAS service. And now the service provider can reduce their costs sharply by using the VBRAS service pool. Another case in Shandong province, Shandong province, they have over 10,000 residential users are supported by our VBRAS resource pool. And this number is last year. And this year, this number will increase 40 times in a year without too much more investment added in hardware. So about those two cases, the most exciting thing is the new services will be launched faster than ever before by using NFV resource pool. All right. It signifies that VBRAS is already able to handle the large-scale deployment in the residential service, and we believe it should be done step by step on the way to VBRAS practice. As we have mentioned before, x86 servers and VBRAS are more advantageous in processing high concurrent and low load flows, such as ITMS, Wi-Fi, LNS, VoIP. The first thing we should do is to fulfill the network function virtualization. And after that, in the phase 2, we need to construct an on-demand access, elastic extension, and a global equilibrium resource pool. And the final state in the phase 3, we need to disaggregate control plan and user plan with a centralized control but simplified forwarding plan in the VBRAS deployment. All I have mentioned before are are several practices in China telco market. Meanwhile, I'm glad to share some efforts we have done in experimental environment. H3C has attended OpenNFV Summit Beijing POC Zone, and we share Code in a Box co-demo with China Unicom and ONF in this summit. We try to onboard our own VNF, VCPE or MAS short for Machine as a Service, which is embedded into the collection of servers and switches that comprise the CodePod, as well as how a northbound interface is auto-generated to support the on-time calls on the service. The platform is constructed by the latest version, at that time called 3. Now we all know in code 4 is coming. We will working on that under the help of the ONF engineer team. And this shows its high capability with vendors who can provide the new added service. In the past few years, exactly, we are focusing on the NFV architecture. So in the past few years, we focused on the ETSI modularized design in NFV architecture. We published the carrier-grade NFVI and the VIM products and the standardized VBRAS service orchestrator. In the following few years, H3C will forward to be compatible with third-party VNF. And our 2 new products, CG Director and CG Director Operation Platform and a carrier-grade manual will be published in near future. Okay, that's all I want to share with you. Thank you for your attention, and thanks ONF and Dr. Zhou to giving us this opportunity to share with you. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Mingyu Zhou from BICELS. Also, so we China Unicom have integrated us. There is OpenStack, there is H3C. So there should be a company to enable the access and some application. So that's what we do. So BICELS is a startup company. Actually, we have set up for about 3 years. So our main target is to produce high quality 4G and 3G equipment, including small cells and EPC and CPE, etc. So actually, our products has been sold to 5 continents. But in China, when we push our small cells to China, we face a problem that our small cell cannot to access to the some existing gateways and EPC network equipment. So that's a problem, and that's the reason is because that some other companies has been set up their equipment to their now existing networks. So they are reluctant to do IoT tests with us. So we think that we have to change, and so we're dedicated to the code. So what we do is that this is our architecture practice in code. So I don't want to elaborate very detail on technical specifications. We provide some platform software, system software, and application software. And in the network service, we provide the now we provide some mainly the VEPC and the PCC, etc. And we use our partners platform to enable the system to work well. So, and we the Dr. Zhou Wei has mentioned that our network has been deployed in Beijing and Zhengzhou. So that's what we do here. So what our main target to enable the CUPS and service-based architecture based EPC and CUDU splitting based VRAN, etc. So including network slicing. So in that way, we can enable our small cell to we will want to extend the code product to more and more places so that our small cells can be do IoT tests very well. So that's what we want to do. So and another slide is about our company's other practice. So we when we start our company, we have put our EPC to a cloud. So this is what we describe our cloud. In China, we put our EPC to the Alibaba cloud, and in America, we put our EPC to the Asia. Yeah, and this is what we do. So this slide I want to try to explain that we are open. So this slide is our practice in TIP. As you know, the Facebook has set up a Datacom infrastructure project. So we are here. So this is our project collaboration with SKT. So we unbundle the 4G. So in the future, maybe we can unbundle the EPC and more. And this is our enterprise network solution. So we want to enable some functionality of the EPC to the edge, to the enterprise part, so that the enterprise can deploy the private IoT or private 5G. Okay, sorry. Okay, and that's why it's our MEC solution. We integrate the drone and the VR to the MEC solution. That's the collaboration with China Unicom. So what we do, we want to open, and we thank the China Unicom to give us a chance, and we thank CORE. Thank you very much.
I just want to one sentence about no this picture can don't tell don't say. I just want to say, because the mobile is the most important opportunity to incubate new service. So China Unicom has set up a platform based on MCOD, but we found some source code are noted in the ONF. It seems some function need to be updated. So we need to get more help from ONF. Thank you.